Good Saturday morning, everybody. Welcome to my WPIAL high school football postseason week 2 recap. So I'm Mason Spesky, your host here with you today. Sorry that this lighting here is blocking out my eyesight. Here, let's try to change it. Let me try turning this light off real quick, see what that does. We're going a little dark here, so a little bit much better, or a little better. So yeah, we're going to do this in the dark today, unfortunately, because of that. So not too dark, though. Anyway, let's get started. First off, today's a great day for me because I picked all 8 games right last night. For the first time this WPIAL season, I went 8-0 with my playoff predictions. So definitely an interesting fact, and that improves my record to an amazing 66-26. So definitely great to see that. So let's get into it. Trinity and McKeesport. McKeesport won last night. Didn't see highlights. They didn't so much highlights of this game as I tried to find my hair some. So yeah, McKeesport's just really good. They're really dominant. So yeah. Also too, I just want to give a shout out to Aliquippa. They got a big win I just want to give a shout out to Aliquippa. They got a big win last night. And I also want to give a shout out to the team they beat last night, our next door neighbors here, the Latrobe Wildcats. So great season for them, beating West A, almost pulling off one of the biggest WPIAL upsets ever in playoff history. So great job to Latrobe, and the best is yet to come for the Latrobe Wildcats football team. So shout out to you guys. But big win for McKeesport. Avonworth beat Beaver last night. They will now move on to face Elizabeth Forward, so that was big for them. I still have a perfect bracket going in Free A. Knock on wood. Elizabeth Forward plays Avonworth. It's a big game. My computer goes out next week. So yeah, definitely keep an eye out on that one. So good things coming there. NA beat Cannon McMillan last night big. We all knew this was coming. Cannon McMillan's good. They're just not good enough to compete with teams like NA, and that's not surprising because NA is a powerhouse. Next week, Saturday night, 6 o'clock p.m., the championship between them and another team, which we'll get to in a couple minutes, will happen in Norwin High School. So if you're in the area, definitely come out for that one. It's going to be a great game. So big win for NA. Montour put it on Thomas Jefferson last night. They look really good. They've looked really good all year long, and they're going to keep the fight going in 4A. So definitely a big win for them beating TJ. That's for sure. This was another close game. One of the ones I was most concerned about, but I was happy I picked this one now that it's over. Definitely an exciting game for sure. Pine Richland defeats Penn Hill 16-9. Sorry I didn't just say score predictions for the other ones. It's just I watched highlights of this game, and I followed this game a lot last night, so definitely interesting for sure. But a big win for Pine Richland Rams. Great job by them. So yeah, definitely a good win for Pine Richland. As for Penn Hills, Julian Duggar, unfortunately now fortunately for me, he's done at Penn Hills and moving on to Pitt, but sad for the Penn Hills fans. Put up a great career there, and I can't wait to see what he does for our Pitt Panthers. Hopefully he's the quarterback of the future, because we definitely need a quarterback of the future if you've followed Pitt football all this season. So yeah. Aaron Donald was at this game too last night. The Rams are on bye, so definitely nice for him to come home and support the Penn Hills Indians. Tough night for them, for sure. It's a loss, but definitely good to have him around, that's for sure. Pittsburgh Central Catholic defeated Mount Lebanon last night. Not much of a surprise, that's for sure. So, yeah, it's not much of a surprise for Pittsburgh Central Catholic. They will now take on NA for the WPIAL Class 6A title. So that'll be a fun game for sure. Norwin High School Saturday night next week. Washington defeated McGuffey. This is another not surprising one. Prexies are just really good. McGuffey's good too. Give them credit. They had a great season. They had this trainer who was battling cancer. They all saved their heads for her, so that was very nice of her. McGuffey was an amazing story. It's sad to see it end, but they did have a great season and they had a great team. So credit to them, and they'll be back next year. That's for sure. As for Was High, they now get ready for a big semifinal game coming up. On to 1A now. Last game, California lost to Bishop Canevin last night in a blowout. It wasn't much of a surprise that Bishop Canevin won. It just surprised me that Bishop Canevin dominated, looking at how bad California beat Jeanette last week. So this was definitely a little bit of a surprise for me. So yeah, that's absolutely a surprise for sure. Bishop Canavan looks strong, and they have a big game next week against Fort Sherry. That'll be a fun one to watch for sure. Anyway, that's all I have for you guys today. Sorry about the content of this video, but yeah, have a good one. Take care. Stay safe. See you next week. Pray for Israel. And as always, peace. See you guys next week.